David and how to get to them on our database page. There's no right or wrong way, so don't think that there is, but just want to make sure you are aware of the multiple points of access, and I'm going to show you how to use some of the tools that are in ebooks that are available to you, as well as downloading ebooks. So we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so here on the library page, we're going to do a search for baptism, which is hopefully we find something. All right, so we will do a search for baptism. Oh, look, we found a couple 100,000 things. So that's good. That's good. That means I can keep my job. All right. So to get to ebooks, underneath source types here, we'll select ebooks. All right. So we have 40,000 titles here, and you'll notice that it says under this book, Baptism, an Important Step in Your Life with Christ, it says PDF full text. So we'll go ahead and click on that. Ah, but wait, it's making us log in. All right. So if you're on campus, you need to make sure to log in here, and if you log in on campus, it'll take you directly to the content. If you're off campus, it'll throw you into Blackboard, and you'll log in with your Blackboard information. So there you go, and it's going to take us directly to it since we're on campus. And give it a second. And there it is. Okay. So there are multiple ways that you can read this ebook. You can do the traditional, read one page at a time here with their arrow, or you can scroll down. There it is. Or you can skip to various chapters of the book using the table of contents, or you can search within the book to get to directly what you're looking for. So we'll do a search for Jesus and see if we can find him. Oh, and there he is. So it ranks these by relevancy. So the pages that references Jesus the most are at the top. And so if you click on these, it'll show you, bring to every page that has the word Jesus on it. This can be very helpful if you're looking for a scholar, book of the Bible, a theological term, pastor, a historical figure, a biblical figure. You know that if you do this search and you're getting lots of results, this book is highly relevant to you. If you're not, then you can just move on. That's the beauty of the ebooks. With the print books, you have to, come to the library and get the book and read through the index and read through a few pages. But with the ebooks, this process of selecting materials becomes much faster. All right, so there are other features that you can do here, but it helps if you sign in. Okay, so we're going to sign in here. And so this is an EBSCO host account. David is an EBSCO tool. So there's an EBSCO host account that's connected to it. This is great because this will allow you to download ebooks. This will allow you to save notes and citations and print books and ebooks to a little database here. And one thing that's really that can be useful for ebooks, if you're like me and you like to take notes, you can do notes here, and you can take notes on various pages. This is a pretty helpful helpful things, so you can take notes, and it'll notate what page you took it on, and if you click on the note, it'll take you back to that page that you took the note on. So it's very helpful. Okay, so the next question is always, well, what about downloading? Well, there are multiple different options. First thing you can do is you can save pages. All right, so you see here is that it will only allow you to save 60 pages at a time. All right, and but that's not too much of a problem. You just, if you say you need more than 60, you download through 1 through 60. You log out of the book, you log back in, and you get your next 60 if you need it. But it locks you in there. It won't let you download the entire book because of publisher restrictions. We do appreciate this PDF download here. There is another way of downloading the book. If you go here, you can download the book offline. And what this will prompt you to do is this will prompt you to make sure that you are that you have your EBSCOhost account. You've got that logged in, and then once you do this, it'll download it on your computer for 7 days if it's an EBSCO book. And now what it'll ask you to do if you're on a laptop or a another computer, or just like a regular computer desktop, it'll ask you to download a program called Adobe Digital Editions. This is a free program that you can download on your computer, and it's pretty easy to get on your computer. It doesn't require a lot of technical knowledge. And then you can just get on your computer and you can download books. It'll check it out to your program for 7 days, and after 7 days it disappears. And then if you need it again, you just go back and download it for another 7 days. So the way this works is that multiple people can read a book. However, in most cases, only one person can check a book out, meaning that only person can have one total copy of the book at a time. But even if someone's got the book checked out, other people can still read that book. Only they just won't be allowed to check it out. All right. So sometimes you'll see PDF full text, and a lot of times with the EBSCO you'll see EPUB full text. EPUB is the future. So this is what EBSCO is trying to transition to. So if you click on that, give it a second. It's having, there we go. And it'll look a little like this. And so with here you can download it like we could before. You can save pages. Of course, we got our 60-page limitation there, and then you can also skip around to the different chapters. So it looks a little different. They're trying to make it a little easier on the eyes, try to make it a little bit more like a book than maybe a PDF would. So this is kind of the future of where EBSCO is going. So whether you see PDF or EPUB, you can access it. So that's all I have to say for EBSCO ebooks right now. Now we're going to take a look at eBrary. But before we do that, let me show you where the EBSCO ebooks are on our database page. So you can get here to Libraries, and then go to Databases, General Studies, and then EBSCO eBooks. Alright, so now I'm going to show you eBrary, which you can get to within David. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, under Limit 2, I'm going to select Catalog Only. And then I'm going to select Ebooks under Source Type here. Now the reason I'm doing that is because as I said before, David is an EBSCO tool, so the EBSCO books are just kind of automatically in there. eBury books and other type of vendors that we'll spend the rest of the time talking about are not compatible with EBSCO, so we have to manually upload these records into our catalog that David pulls from. So the first thing we're going to look at is this Baptism in the Spirit book. And then when we click Online Access, that'll take us out of David, out of all things EBSCO, and will launch us into eBury. And then to get to the book, we just click here where it says Read Online. So lots of great things here. So like before, you can go to the various chapters of the book. You can scroll down like we could before. We can flip through the different pages. All right, and then we can search within the book. Now what I like about eBury is that not only does it show you the pages, but it shows you what chapter has that word the most, and if you go to the page, it'll actually highlight the word for you, which I think is very beneficial. Alright, now there are some other tools I'd like to show you, but to do that, we have to sign in to eBury. And unlike the EBSCO account where you have to create your account on your own, eBury, you actually already have an eBury account, whether you know it or not. It's connected to your student account. So we're going to sign in here, and I'm going to sign in with my here. And so here's my personal eBury account. So what we can do here is that we can highlight. So we're going to select this text, and then we'll highlight. You can actually color code your highlights if that's your thing. And not only can you highlight, but you can add notes. And eBury will store your highlights and your notes. And you can easily get to those highlights and notes by going to your bookshelf. And I've used this book before, so it's already in a baptism folder, but you can keep creating folders if you like, and you can move these around. But what's great is that you can click on any one of these highlights or notes, and it'll take you right to the page. So that's a very helpful tool. Let's see. Like before, you can download this. So your first option is you can do a chapter download. This is like our 60 pages before, so it'll put it into a PDF. This particular book, the maximum is 46. It's usually around 60, but for this one it's 46. Sometimes you look at and you get 100 every now and again. But this, so you can do it like this and just tell it your page range that you'd like to do. Or you can do Adobe Digital Editions again. So you have to select what device you're using, and it'll walk you through getting the Adobe Digital Editions. So that is very quickly eBury. And to get to eBury from our database page, it's right above our EBSCO ebook, so it's right here in eBury. So if you go right to eBury, you can do searches in eBury. All right, so let's go to another type of ebook. I'm going to show you one of our Project Muse ebooks. This is actually a new ebook that we just bought. It's a textbook for some people, so those people should be very happy. So I'm going to do a title search for ethics. And then I'm going to do an author search for Bonhoeffer. And do a search. Then right up at the top is our Project Muse ebook for his Bonhoeffer work. If you click on that, it'll take you directly to here. What I think is really good about Project Muse is that it's already divided the chapters up for you. So if you know that what you need is in this chapter, you can just download that full chapter, and you can have that. So you don't have to worry about all of the digital rights managements for that. You can just keep downloading here, and don't have to worry about selecting a page range or any of that, because that's already done for you. And it also gives you kind of an idea of what each chapter covers. So this is very, very good. You can also search within Project Muse. Do know that if you do that, we don't have access to everything in Project Muse, whereas if you do a search in eBury, everything you find there we have. Project Muse is something we buy different collections in it every year, but we don't necessarily have everything that you would find in Project Muse. And then very quickly, our last ebook I want to make sure that you're aware of is an ebook that is in one of our newer ebook databases called Bloomsbury. So I don't know if you're aware of this, but we actually have the entire International Critical Commentary as an ebook. So we'll do Genesis here, and then Bible commentaries, and we'll do a subject search for that. And then we will do a keyword search for International Critical Commentary. And there it is, so up at the top, so we click Online Access there. And it takes us to the book, and like Project Muse before, it divides it up into chapters. Sometimes you'll have it to where it actually will have the entire book into one PDF for you. So basically you have pages 1 through 540 in one PDF that you can download on your computer. So we have entire ICC on here. We also have a Pauline collection on here as well, so that can be beneficial. Let's see. And then if you do a search in here for different books, do you know that we don't have access to everything in Bloomsbury, but we do. We are seeking to buy more collections in Bloomsbury every year. All right, so that was pretty much everything that I wanted to cover for you guys today. Does anyone have any questions about anything that I have talked about? Sure. Someone needs a review about how to get to this. In David, I just did a title search for Genesis, subject term, Bible commentaries, and then a keyword search for International Critical Commentary. And you can find the Bloomsbury collection by going to our database page and then going on religion, you can see the Bloomsbury ebook collection, and then you should see the Project Muse there as well. So you can get to it from within David or from our database page. It doesn't matter how you get there as long as you get there. All right, any other questions, comments, complaints?